Hello and welcome to the Scatterable channel, and today I want to talk about why right now is the best time to get into PC gaming. Like seriously, if you're on the verge of building a gaming PC or considering buying a pre-built or getting a console, I'm here to tell you why you should most definitely build a gaming PC, because now has never been a better time to get the best prices on PC gaming components on top of hardware competition and even game platform competition, and all happening in the PC gaming realm. So a lot of cool stuff, which is why I want to talk to you guys about that exactly in this video. So in the last 2 months, I've had 4 personal friends of mine build rigs with them off camera, whereas a year ago I had, I believe, 2 friends of mine build their own rigs off camera for the whole year, which was kind of a telltale sign that I probably should have made this video, because prices on a lot of hardware, especially the game selection, the hardware competition that's about to happen, is getting real good, especially for the PC gaming realm. So that's why in this video, I'm gonna give you guys 5 cool reasons as to why you should build a brand new gaming PC right now. And if you hear any cool components or something that you like in the video, I'll be sure to link that in the description below so you can check that out if you want to say maybe get an idea of what kind of cool PC you want to build, if of course you want to build one. So if you enjoy little tech videos like this, then consider subscribing to the Scatterable YouTube channel. Next video, we're going to be checking out this cool little Razer gaming streaming / capture card solution for actually a budget price, which I really like. So if you're interested in that, then press that subscribe button. And if you want to help out this video and the algorithm, then definitely thumbs the video up. That'll get us some upvotes and get us exposure in the YouTube algorithm, which would be much appreciated. So with that out of the way, let's get into the video. So reason number 1, affordable gaming CPUs have just gotten way cheaper. More specifically, I'm looking at you, Ryzen 1st Gen. So right now in the year 2019, you can get a true 6-core, 12-threaded, overclockable processor, brand new, for $130. Now, comparatively to my time, which was 2012 when I was getting to PC gaming at 14 years old, for $130, I could have maybe gotten a discounted dual-core i5, not an actual quad-core i5, for $130. That was locked and was 3.2 gigahertz, so something really poopy. Whereas nowadays, you can get something tremendously better. And plus, if you wanted something solid back then, you would have at least to have dropped $200 on a solid quad-core i5. Whereas now, you can do that for $100 with a Ryzen 2200G. If that isn't enough to kind of convince you that PC gaming right now is so damn good, especially when it comes to the hardware, then I don't know what is. If the processors are getting this cheap, then that's definitely a good sign. So while AMD has been killing it in that department, that's actually forced Intel to make more competitive CPUs in this budget range, and an example of that is the Intel i5 9400F. As far as I know, this is a first-of-a-kind Intel processor that actually doesn't have integrated graphics, which I believe reduces the price of the processor to now a competitive point to about $174, to where it's actually competing with the Ryzen 2600 and actually beating it in certain games. So that's actually kind of an interesting move, because usually when it comes to comparing value 6-core Ryzen processors to Intel i5s, for the most part, those Ryzen processors could easily go well under the price of those i5s. But now that Intel's making some moves to attack that market, they're coming out with interesting processors like that 9400F, which are targeted toward the budget range, which is going to be more competition, aka better for us, the consumers, or PC gamers. Oh yeah, and Ryzen 3000 is on the horizon, which means Ryzen 2000 and Ryzen 1000 are about to get way cheaper than what they already are, hopefully. I'd assume that maybe would apply mostly for the Ryzen 2000 series of CPUs, but if the upcoming refresh of Ryzen is going to come out this summer, then I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a Ryzen 2600X or Ryzen 2600 for at least $150, which is going to give you a solid 6-core overclockable 12-thread platform for your gaming PC, which you probably wouldn't have to change for at least another 5 years. So reason number 2, RAM is getting way cheaper, and I'm really in for this change, because exactly 1 year ago, RAM was very expensive, like 8 gigabytes for $85. That's totally absurd, but right now you can get 8 gigabytes for $45. And actually the same applies for 16 gigs. Right now you can get 16 gigs for about 80 bucks, which is an incredible steal. So you shouldn't have any excuse in terms of RAM for a new gaming PC, because for those of you who are concerned if you should get 8 gigabytes of RAM or 16 gigabytes of RAM to say prepare for future titles that could consume more RAM, now's the time especially for that, because you can totally stack up on RAM for a much cheaper price. And I don't see like DDR5 on the horizon at all, so I wouldn't have to worry about maybe upgrading your RAM in the future. I mean, for the most part, Ryzen 3000 and X570 is not confirmed to have DDR5, so I wouldn't worry about it. So buy all the DDR4 RAM you want right now, because it's a great time to do that. Now, reason number 3. The budget graphics card market is about to get really competitive, and a GPU I want to highlight that's been a mainstay of many of my builds has been the RX 570 and RX 580. Respectively, going for $140 and $180 each, you can get these GPUs brand new for such a low price with such tremendous value that can still box with new upcoming Nvidia GPUs like the GTX 1660 and 1660 Ti in certain titles, and even have them match or beat them in certain cases. And those just going for such a low price at the moment and offering such good value is pretty much offering most of us gamers who are wanting to get a new gaming PC no excuse to not get great 1080p gaming performance out of the box, or even 1440p, because the RX 580 is a bit of a beefier card that has 8 gigabytes of VRAM. And even if those RX 570s and RX 580s are getting a little bit outdated, don't worry, because AMD is already coming up with Navi, which is their next GPU architecture for the mid-range of graphics cards they have coming up in the year 2020, maybe the late 2019 year, maybe. But anyways, we're gonna get a replacement for those RX 580s and RX 570s real soon, which is gonna be great for us because it's gonna be going head to head with those Nvidia GTX 1660s and 1660 Ti's. And also one more thing is that, say you wanted to get into a little bit of a higher resolution than just 1080p for gaming. You wanted to maybe look at 1440p. Well, if you wanted to get a brand new graphics card right now that can do 1440p gaming, luckily you only need to spend $280. That being the GTX 1660 Ti. For reference, 3 years ago, if you wanted to do that exact same thing, you would have at least had to have dropped $380 for the GTX 1070. So that's about $100 difference in 3 years. I'd say that's pretty good, especially for those of you who want to get into a bit of a higher resolution gaming experience than just the same old 1080p most of us have been used to, which is great, of course, if you wanted to get into PC gaming for a low price right now. And finally, the used graphics card market is so oversaturated right now. You can get such good deals like used 1000 series GTX cards for such low prices that you have no excuse right now to not be able to game at 1080p ultra settings with at least a $70 graphics card. Yeah. So that was the hardware stuff, and now I want to give a quick little touch on the gaming side of PC gaming. So reason number 4, game platforms on PC are about to get a little bit shaky. So I'm sure we've heard all the news, but Epic Games is securing certain IP titles for their PC gaming platform called Epic Games Store. Those being Borderlands 3, Metro Exodus, The Outer Worlds, and even with the rumors of Red Dead Redemption 2 coming to the Epic Games Store, I hope this is kind of a wake-up call for Steam, because it's been the same thing. Now, the only caveat to this is the Master Chief Collection coming to PC. Yes. But if that wasn't there, then these IP titles going to Epic Games Store, I think should be at least kind of a, like I said, a wake-up call to Steam to be like, hey, maybe you guys should actually start making some games again so you can bring some vitality back to your platform. Because for the most part, I don't believe Steam has changed that much in the last 7 years besides VR integration. So hopefully with these new securing titles, as I said, we'll get some new Steam games, so maybe like a next Portal. I know there's not gonna be Half-Life 3, that's not gonna happen, but maybe a new Steam IP? That'd be pretty cool. And finally, and this doesn't just go for PC gamers, but for the whole gaming community in general, but a lot of us, I would agree, are sick and tired of AAA developers releasing broken, unfinished games on release. Fallout 76, Anthem. I mean, there's tons of examples of games right now that are coming out with day one patches that are exceeding 50 gigabytes. And for us PC gamers who especially, you know, care about our money, care about our savings, hopefully, are picking games more selectively now. And if we see those faults in those new games that are supposed to be working upon release happening time and time again, we're gonna get frustrated and we're gonna get fed up with it and we're gonna do something about it. That being voting with our wallets. Which is gonna put a great spotlight on the indie gaming community because they actually make games that are working upon release and are actually fun and not meant to be credit card subscriptions that take over our life. You know? So a great example of that was Cuphead. That was a game that came out on PC and Xbox One. Such a huge hit, gained a lot of followers, and was widely appraised by many PC gamers around the world. And hopefully more quality games like that will get more attention over the years, especially in the PC gaming community, so we can receive maybe possibly great potential AAA titles like Cyberpunk 2077 and maybe the upcoming, Death Stranding. Yes, that maybe is coming to PC. But anyways, we're waking up. We're tired of these AAA titles just being totally broken and not fun upon release. So maybe the quality of PC games are going to get much better over the years, which is of course another reason why you should build a gaming PC right now to prepare for that really awesome future. So there you have it. Those are my 5 reasons why you should totally get into PC gaming right now and build your own rig today. Do it. Which, speaking of, if you found any of the parts in this video interesting, yet again, those are all linked in the description below. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and this is the Scatable channel, signing out.